Hi, welcome to Open Door Yoga. My name is Michelle, and today I have a 30-minute yoga class for you that's focused on our side bodies. And so that's our sides of our torsos, all the way down through our outer hips and our outer legs. You excited for it today, Rooster? Yeah, me too. And so we're going to get started today in a comfortable seat. But before you come down to your mat, you may want a prop. Our peak pose today is going to be half moon, and for those of you who are familiar with that pose, it takes a lot of strength and a lot of flexibility in our side bodies to reach our hand all the way down to the mat. And so if you'd like, you may want to have some type of a support surface. So I have yoga blocks. They're positioned on either side of my mat just so that you can see me better, but I would just keep them for you, for your own personal practice today, up at the front of your mat. If you don't have yoga blocks, you can grab any type of support surface that you have in the house. Maybe it's the seat of a sturdy chair. Maybe it's a low coffee table. Maybe if you're in your living room, just position your mat in front of your couch, and that would be a nice sturdy surface that you could rest your hand on. If you'd like, we're also going to be starting in seated. So grab yourself a folded blanket or a folded towel just to bring your hips a little bit higher than your knees, to make it a little bit more comfortable for this first warm-up posture. So as you begin to arrive on the mat, maybe we close down our gaze. Notice the points of our body that are in contact with the mat, with the ground, and feel grounded. Notice that engagement in your core that's helping us to keep this nice upright posture. Check in with your upper back. If you're noticing that your shoulders are rounded forwards or there's this rounding in your upper back, maybe we draw our shoulder blades down and in on our back body, pulling those shoulders down away from our ears just to create a little bit of space. Let's bring our awareness to the crown of our head, the top of our head. Notice as we start to reach it up towards the sky, how we're creating this space between the vertebrae of our spine, this length. Let's take a full breath in here, full breath out. Feel free to blink, open your gaze if you haven't done so already. And we're going to make our way into a side body stretch. So on your next inhale, we're going to extend our left arm overhead. Exhale, plant our right hand on the side of our right hip. Bend into that right elbow. Reach your left fingertips towards the right side wall. Notice that you're still grounded through both sitting bones. Our shoulders are still down away from our ears. Check in with your neck, nice long neck. If you'd like, you can turn to gaze up towards the sky, if that feels like a nice opening in your upper shoulders, through the sides of your neck. One more full breath in here. Full breath out. Inhale, rise on up. And exhale, release that left hand. Take a full breath cycle here. Maybe we already start to notice any differences that we feel between the two sides of our body. Then on your next inhale, right arm extends high overhead. And exhale, plant that left hand, bend into your left elbow, and send your right fingertips towards the left side wall. On your inhales, maybe we notice some expansion in our right rib cage. We notice a bit of stretching through our right side body, a bit of lengthening. Again, find that neck position that feels most comfortable for you. Take one more full breath in here. One more full breath out. Then inhale, rise on up. Exhale, release. Let's all make our way onto hands and knees. So you can remove this lift. We most likely won't be using it. We will be laying down towards the end, so if you want a little pillow for your head, keep it close, but otherwise we can send it off towards the sides. And we're going to make our way into a nice tabletop spine. So wrists are under elbows, elbows under shoulders, our knees are under our hip points, toes are tucked. Maybe find a little bit of movement here if that feels good. So send your right hip out to the right, gaze past your left shoulder. Take it to the other side. And as we're finding movement that feels comfortable, we're going to make our way into a plank and then side planks. And I won't make you hold them for long, I promise. But begin to think about your experience with side planks and planks, and whether you're going to want to stay on your knees, whether you might want to drop down to forearms, and I'll walk you through all of those options. So begin to find stillness here. And if you already know that it's uncomfortable in your wrists to stay up on your hands, take a moment now and drop down to forearms. I'm going to have you stay here for your plank and then also your side planks, and just transition on those forearms. Otherwise, begin to ground down evenly through both palms, all 10 knuckles. And then we're going to walk our knees back until we're in a nice knee plank. And for those of you that would like to keep your knees down for your side planks, stay right here. If you know you're going to want to try the full variation of side plank, let's begin to lift our knees and find a nice strong plank posture. So shoulders are behind our wrists. Pull that belly button in away from your shirt so that we're holding our weight in our core, not dumping into our shoulders here. Hug your thighs to the midline, nice strong straight legs. Lift your heels over your toe mounds. Press energy back through the soles of your feet. One more full breath in here. And then exhale, send your hip over to the right and stack your left shoulder on top of your right. Left arm extends high. Our gaze can be neutral, it can be down at the mat, or it can be up past our left fingertips. Legs can be stacked, or maybe or staggered rather, or maybe we stack our feet here. Find this nice lift into our hips. So we have this straight line of energy. Full breath in here, full breath out. Inhale, slowly unwind back into your plank. Find your strength, find that weight being held in your core. Take the weight out of your shoulders, out of your wrists. Full breath in. And then exhale, begin to send it over to the left. So slowly find that foot position that feels most comfortable. Maybe you're stacked here like me, or if you want a little bit more balance, send that right foot forwards and stagger those legs. Take a couple breaths in here. Keep that lift in that bottom hip. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, slowly unwind back to plank. We're just going to be here for one more full breath in. Find that length. Reach forward with your crown. Press back through the soles of your left feet, or your soles of your feet. And then on your exhale, slowly bend into your elbows and lower all the way down onto the earth. Release your forehead, untuck those toes. If it feels good, maybe even tap the tops of your feet onto the mat or onto the earth. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, pull your shoulders back to lift your chest. Our gaze is just past the top of our mat. Draw your elbows down towards the earth. We should feel this sensation between our shoulder blades. So if you're feeling any pinching or discomfort in your lower back, press into your palms and pull your chest forward to build a little bit of length in that low back. One more full breath in. Exhale, release that forehead back down. Inhale, tuck your toes, bring that engagement back to your core, send it on up to plank. And then exhale, send those hips up and back into our first downward facing dog. Take a moment here to pedal out your feet. And as you begin to arrive and feel more settled in this posture, bring awareness to your spine. We want a nice long spine here. So if we're taking a nice rest in our core, Bring that engagement back and use your core strength to send your hips up and back. And then maybe we draw those shoulder blades down and in on our back body. See that our ears are somewhat in line with our arms. We just don't want any big lifting here or any big lowering. Nice neutral neck. Gaze is down at the mat. Maybe we find stillness. And to keep that length in our spine, if our knees are bent or if our heels are lifted, that's just fine. Let's take a full breath in here in stillness. Full breath out. Then inhale, slowly walk your hands back towards your feet. You can move over a few breaths. Maybe find some gentle swaying from side to side if that feels good. And as you arrive here, generous knee bend into our forward fold. Maybe we sway from side to side if it feels good to keep that opening through our side bodies, or if it feels like it's helping you to bring a little bit more length into your low back. One more full breath in. Exhale, find stillness. Inhale, rise to half lift. So send those thighs back, reach the crown of your head forwards. We're still engaged through our core to support our spine and our low back. Shoulder blades down and in on our back body. Full breath in here. And exhale, release into that nice forward fold. On your next inhale, slowly, we're going to stack one vertebra at a time as we rise up to standing. Give yourself a shoulder roll back as you arrive. Maybe a little extra movement if it feels good. Take some time to get settled into standing. Sometimes being inverted or down on the ground for a while, coming up to standing, we could get a little lightheaded. So just take a moment to feel grounded and stable. And then we're all going to make our way to the front of our mat. And we're going to begin our main flow or sequence today. And so make sure, if you want it available to you, that you have your support surface here at the front of the mat. Begin to ground down through all four corners of both feet. Bring a little bit of engagement to your thighs and, yes, to your core. Palms shine forward, shoulder blades down and in on your back body. Crown is reaching up towards the sky. Shift your weight into your right foot. And then pick your left foot off the ground. Maybe we bring our left thigh up parallel with the earth. We're just going to warm up our balance a little bit. Begin to build a little bit of heat in our legs. Nice strong core. So we're not lifting with our hip flexor. We're keeping our weight here in our core. Take another full breath in. And then exhale at the pace of your breath. Slowly, we're going to step back into a lunge. Drop your hands down to the earth. So take a moment to get situated here. Feel that opening through your left hip flexor. If it's too intense, drop that back knee. It's just fine. And then as you're ready, let's plant our left hand on the inside of our right foot. And on your next inhale, open up to the right side wall. Gaze looks past those right fingertips, which are reaching up towards the ceiling. Full breath in again. Exhale, release. And from here, lift that back knee if you've lowered it. We're going to slowly walk our hands towards the left long edge of our mat and pivot on our back foot. So our toes are pointed towards the left side of the room. Begin to press into your palms. Descend your weight back. From here, start to build a little bit of strength by grounding down through your right toe mound and then the pinky edge of your left foot. And then as you begin to feel strong, stable, balanced, on your next inhale, rise on up to warrior 2 feet. Hands can start on your hips. So let's stack that right knee over our right ankle. Our right thigh can be parallel or even a little bit higher. Less than parallel with the earth. We don't need to sink super low here. So make sure that you can peek past your right knee to see your right big toe. Back leg is strong and straight. Turn those hip points to face the long edge of the mat, and then press the left outer thigh back towards that back wall now to feel that opening in the outside of your right hip. Full breath in. Exhale, bring that engagement back to your core. So with lightness, on your next inhale, you can extend your arms out to the side. Gaze is looking past our right fingertips, and our arms are just up here at shoulder height. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, straighten through your right leg. Send your left hips back, reach forward with your right hand, and then keeping this lift through your right side body, we're just dropping our right hand to the inside or outside of our right shin, and then extending our left fingertips up towards the sky. Gaze can be up past our left fingertips. If it's uncomfortable in your neck, gaze can be down at the mat. If you feel like it's available to you, you can drop your fingertips down towards the earth, as long as you can keep this lifting sensation through your right side body. Full breath in, full breath out. One more inhale here. And then exhale, bend into that right knee. And inhale, rise on up, woo, to warrior two. Keep grounding down to that right toe mound, pinky edge of your left foot to help keep your balance. From here, we're going to slowly make our way into warrior two. So shift your weight forward and scoot your left foot in just a little bit. That's going to make this feel a little bit more stable. And then we're going to shift our weight forward again, and then begin to extend into our right leg as we lift our left leg parallel with the earth and drop our right hand to our support surface. Extend your left fingertips up high. Our left toes are pointed towards the front of the room. Full breath in here. Nice long line of energy from the crown of our head through the sole of our left foot. Reach up through your left fingertips as you ground down through your right palm, if you're on your support surface, or your right fingertips, if they're resting down on the earth. Full breath in, full breath out. Begin to bend into your right knee. Slowly release that left foot down. Make your way back into your warrior two. Full breath in. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, pivot on your back foot to our low lunge. Step it back to plank. Our favorite posture today. Hold that weight in your core, strong and straight legs. And then send your hips up and back to downward facing dog. If it feels good, you can pedal out your feet again for a moment. Keep that weight held in your core. Just send those hips up and back. Full breath in together. Maybe an audible exhale. Full breath in. Audible exhale. One more full breath in. Audible exhale. And then step, walk, or float your feet to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, slowly stack one vertebra at a time as you rise up to standing. Take a moment to close down your gaze. Find a cooling breath if you need to, if you're feeling a little bit lightheaded. And for those of you that have your support surface at the front of the mat, stay facing the front of the mat. I'm going to turn and face the back just so that you can see me a little bit easier as we make our way onto this other side. So find your strong mountain pose. Again, we're engaged through our thighs. We're warming up these muscles that are going to help us as we keep our balance. Engage through that core, another strong balance helper muscle. And then roll those shoulders back. Draw your shoulder blades down and on your back body. Palms shine forwards, crowns reaching up towards the sky. Shift your weight into your left foot. And then lift your right foot off the earth. Maybe we're extending or we're reaching our right thigh so that it's parallel with the mat. Find your balance here. Ground down through all four corners of that left foot. Really strong core. One more full breath in. And then exhale at the pace of your breath. Slowly step back into our lunge. And then drop your hands to frame your front foot. Feel that opening through your right hip flexor. If you need to drop that right knee for a moment, feel free to do so. Plant your right hand on the inside of your left foot. And then inhale, open up to the left side wall. Gaze is looking up past our left fingertips. One more full breath in here. And exhale, unwind. Begin to walk your hands towards the long edge of your mat, pivoting on that back foot. Again, 90 degrees. If you're feeling a little bit tight in your outer hips, maybe we point our toes in a little bit more. Let us stack, or not stack, but align our left heel with the center of our right arch. And from here, begin to press your weight back just to avoid any pinching in our hips as we rise up. Press down, ground down through that left toe mound, the pinky edge of your right foot. And then as you feel stable, rise on up to standing. Hands can come to your hips. Stack your left knee over your left ankle. Make sure you can see your big toe. Back leg is strong and straight. It's our rudder here to help us keep our balance. Turn those hip points to face the long edge of the mat. And then press that left outer thigh back towards the back of the room. Full breath in here. Feel stable, feel strong in your low body. Exhale, find that engagement in your core. And then inhale, extend your arms out to the side, shoulder height. Gaze is past our left fingertips. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, straighten through that left leg. Send the right hip back, reach forward through your left fingers. And then with this nice lift, just drop that left hand inside or outside of your shin. Extend your right arm up towards the sky. Gaze can be lifted or lowered if it's uncomfortable in your neck. Full breath in. Maybe we reach our fingertips down as long as we can keep our weight held in our core and that length. One more full breath in. Exhale, bend into that left knee. Inhale, rise on up to warrior two. From here, we're going to make our way into half moon on this side. And so shift your weight forward, step that right foot in about a foot or two, just so that you feel a little bit more stable. And then we're going to shift our weight forward. And as we begin to extend through our left leg, find that support surface, extend your right leg long. Right fingertips reach up towards the sky. So again, just like on the other side, strong straight line of energy from the crown of our head through the sole of our right foot. Find this opposition by reaching your crown forward and pressing back through the sole of that foot. Same opposition as we reach up with our right fingertips and ground down into our support surface or through our fingertips onto the mat. Let's take one more full breath in here. One more full breath out. And then begin to bend into your left knee. Slowly step that right foot back. We're going to make our way back into our warrior two for just a moment. Full breath in. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands down, pivot on your back foot. Step back to plank for the quickest of moments, and then drop those knees. We're going to make our way into a quick revolved child's pose. So inhale, sweep your right arm up towards the sky. And exhale, thread the needle. Drop your right shoulder to the earth. Find the arm position that feels most comfortable for you. So maybe we extend our arm long. Maybe we take it in a bind behind our back. Full breath in. Exhale, plant your left hand under your left shoulder. Inhale, unwind and open back up. Exhale, release. And we'll take it to the other side. Inhale, open up to the left side wall. Exhale, thread the needle, drop that left shoulder, and either extend your right arm long, or maybe you take that bind behind your back. Sometimes the bind helps you open up those shoulders if you're looking for a little bit more of a twist. Full breath in. Exhale, plant your right hand under your right shoulder. Inhale, unwind and open back up. Exhale, release. We're all going to make our way onto our back body. And so as promised, if you'd like, you can use your folded blanket or folded towel as a nice pillow. You're welcome to do so. Let's slowly lower on down. Use that core strength. It's the last time we're going to use it today, I promise. And let's stretch into those outer hips because we just worked them pretty hard. So keep that a bend in both of your knees. The sole of our left foot is really grounded down onto the earth. And then let's cross our right ankle at the bottom of our right thigh. From here, begin to press your right knee away from your body. And then you can stay right here, or if it feels comfortable to you, maybe we reach around and grab the back of our left hamstring, pulling our left thigh towards our chest. Wherever you are, keep this flexion in your right ankle. So the top of our foot is at 90 degrees from our shin. That's going to help protect our knee and keep us feeling the stretch in our outer hip. If it feels good, you can extend through your left leg. Maybe take a few kind of pulses here, moving with your breath. If it feels good to stretch into that left hamstring a little bit. Also bring a little bit more stretch into your low back. Be here for one more moment. One more full breath in. And then exhale, release that left foot down if you've taken that lift option. Uncross your right ankle. Take a full breath in just to feel settled here with our nice neutral spine, neutral hips. And then we'll take it to the other side. So cross your left ankle at the bottom of your right thigh. Find that flexion so that we're protecting our left knee. And then begin to press your left knee. You can use your hand or just use the muscles in your body to press that right knee away from your body, opening up into your outer hip. Maybe we stay right here, or maybe we reach around and grab the back of our right hamstring. And that's just going to bring a little bit more intensity to the stretch. Pull your right thigh towards your chest. And then if you'd like, you can find that lengthening in your hamstring. If that's not feeling good for you today, you also have the option to just hang out here and maybe find some ankle rolls, point through your right toe, flex into that right ankle. Take whatever variation of this posture feels best for you. Just be here for another moment. One more full breath in. And exhale, release that right foot down if you've lifted. Uncross your left ankle. And we're going to make our way into a quick twist, recline twist here. So extend your arms out to the side, palms down, or you could bring your hands up to cactus arms. Press into the soles of your feet to shift your weight a couple inches to the right, or your hips a couple inches to the right. And then drop your knees to the left. Take some time to come back to your breath here. Maybe close down your gaze. If you feel your right shoulder creeping up from the mat, turn your gaze to look past your right shoulder. And if that's not really helping to root your shoulder down, then maybe we need to lift our left knees. And you could bring a prop like some more folded blankets underneath your left knee, maybe even between your left and right knees. One more full breath in here. Full breath out. Inhale, unwind. Press into the soles of your feet to realign those hips. And then we're going to press again to send our hips a couple inches to the left, dropping our knees to the right. Check in with those shoulders. Maybe our gaze looks past our left shoulder. Use whatever props you need. Come back to your breath. We're starting to slow our body down here. Notice the work that you did today. Feel so proud of yourself. Half moon's a hard posture. It requires a lot of strength and a lot of balance. Let's take one more full breath in here. One more full breath out. Inhale, unwind. Press through the soles of your feet just to align your hips. And then everyone, we're just going to hug our knees to our chest. If it feels good, you can rock a little bit from side to side. Sometimes that massage to our low back feels nice. You can point your toes to flex through your ankles or extend through your ankles, and then maybe point your toes back to flex if that feels good. And then from here, we're going to extend our legs long and make our way into our Shavasana posture. So find the posture that feels best for you. Maybe we come to a standard Shavasana, or maybe we bring the soles of our feet to touch, and we come into this reclined, bound angle posture. If you want a little bit more opening on the inside and outside of our hips. Begin to let your back body melt into the earth. Close down your gaze if you haven't done so already. Relax through the muscles of your face, your jaw, your neck. And begin to find stillness both in your body and in your mind. Stay here as long as you'd like, as long as you feel like your body needs it today. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.